Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.
Hello everyone and welcome to the expert interview series. Today we have with us Miss Maaret, a dynamic software development professional with an impressive track record spanning over 2 decades. With extensive experience across various roles and industries, Maaret is a true change agent who excels in delivering results while driving continuous improvement. Currently serving as development manager at Vaisala, Maaret leads operational initiatives and provides line management for the aviation weather product AviMet. Maaret's journey is marked by a commitment to innovation and collaboration. Her dedication to continuous learning and improvement is evident in her approach to work, where she emphasizes outcomes and tangible results. We welcome you to this interview series, Maaret, and we really hope that our viewers get to learn from your experience.
Thanks for having me. I've been doing this for quite many years,
Okay.
and I ended up starting in testing role back in the days. Kind of like you fall in love, I fell into testing
Okay.
in the sense that I had a hobby of
Hmm.
Greek language,
Okay.
and I had apparently learned to operate computers, at least theoretically, because I was accepted to study computer science in Helsinki University of Technology. And someone put those two things together and kind of pulled me into the industry, saying,
Okay.
hey, you'd probably make a great tester. And I've been on
Okay.
that journey since. I've moved between companies every 2-3 years, usually. I've been kind of chasing the idea of this context, understanding what the context is and what kind of situation we have in the company. We probably
Hmm.
need to figure that out to know how to do really well. The
Okay.
next step of improvement in that. And
Okay.
that's kind of still the journey that I'm on. And I've been now at Vaisala for 4.5 years. I guess it kind of comes over time. When
Okay.
you've been doing things long enough,
Hmm.
you have kind of like, when you learn to drive a car. At first, it's kind of hard to, both operate the stick and press the pedals at the same time. Like you
Hmm.
really need to pay attention to all of those details. But,
Okay.
when you've been doing that for a while, you grow into the idea of just, intertwining them. And at some point, looking at the product and understanding why the product ends up being the way it is, how
Okay.
people communicate and how organizations are built, it kind of became a thing. So looking at the ideas and the kind of bigger impact is really what drove me to that direction. People. I think I
Okay.
always say this, like people. It's always a people problem. Getting people to say what they mean, hear what the others say and mean,
Hmm.
uh, getting people to realize that when they're listening into somebody else's conversation,
Okay.
they might kind of like, as an external observer, also have an impact on other process or other systemic effects that
Hmm.
happen from people collaborating. So I think line management is a lot around people and getting people to work together, making those agreements that we need in order for people to succeed. Uh, that's kind of like a difficult question, almost. Like there's
Okay.
so many things that could be mentioned.
Hmm.
It usually comes kind of like, I have a theme of the day, and today my theme of changes in the practices seems to be pipelines, kind
Okay.
of capturing some of the knowledge that is implicit and agreed amongst whoever are working in the moment in
Yeah.
code that actually does the work and make sure that things stay around even when we don't stay around. So building pipelines, continuous improvement of pipelines, definitely a thing. Yesterday's things seem to be, for me, seem to be validation, kind of like not just verification, but validation, like making sure that you're actually building a product that your users want and the
Okay.
mistakes in that. And my challenge one day before that was again on continuous releases and this kind of frequent releasing, the idea that you don't take too long steps away from a good known quality baseline
Hmm.
that then enables you to deliver in a trustworthy schedule trustworthy fashion with a good enough quality that you're trying to target. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week,
Okay.
but definitely there's so many themes that if you don't look at the time perspective, kind of like decide that your focus on this time frame is this kind of thing, then probably you won't get all of the relevant things that you would need to pay attention to done. So kind of like, choosing things. And again, the cycle gets shorter when you have the basic knowledge at hand. So kind of like, if someone has less experience, maybe in years than I have, taking a little bit more time than I take might be a good strategy for them. Whereas, for me, I very often juggle themes, even on a daily basis. Mostly by trusting other people with some of the things. It's still a challenge for me to trust other people on doing some of the things that I know that I could do myself as well. So I would usually go about myself. I would go about pairing with people or joining an ensemble. So getting to enjoy some of the stuff, the technical skills, and applying the technical skills. It's also a great way of transferring that knowledge. Like if I know something that the others don't, they will learn it from me, but also the other way around. And there's this fascinating idea that you can't ask for things you don't know that you don't know. So you actually have to see things in context of using certain skills so that you can point out that, like, hey, you were doing that. Why were you doing that? And why were you doing it right now? Kind of like, figuring out what's being done. It enables people to learn that stuff better. And it is always mutual. So I definitely get some stuff on the technical kind of keeping my skills fresh, and others probably learn from my past experiences. Probably persistence, just staying with the problem longer. That's how you usually get things done. So when you notice that the way you're trying to solve a problem doesn't yet help you, sticking with the problem, trying a different approach, maybe relabeling the approach, maybe trying something completely different. All of those, persistence-related skills are kind of a key. And another one would definitely be daring to speak up and talk to other people. So probably you alone won't be as strong as you would be if you had other people helping you out with things. I'm a believer of this idea where management and leadership is less important in a single person, and it's more important as a group skill and group activity. So it's kind of like, everyone pitches in, everyone should have agency, everyone should have a purpose and role and autonomy to kind of, contribute what they have to contribute. So a lot of times it's more important to kind of show up as the first follower of taking, your team members' leadership. Like, showing that what they're doing and what they're going into is something that you want to be a part of, rather than kind of setting up the frame for them to go wherever you want it to go. So a lot of times I would think of it more as amplifying. So the first follower perspective is more important than being the leader or the manager, especially of the tasks. So showing up, building a community, and being a good colleague rather than just managing other people. They should just get started, preferably today, rather than later. But any day they're ready to get started. Learning a day at a time, choosing a theme at a time. Taking a skill, really practicing it, getting over the kind of the struggles of first learning it to feeling proficient, and then getting to really deeper understanding of how to use that skill. And over the years, just collect many of those. That's how you build your career. Combining the different skills is probably what you would want to go for in the industry.
Thank you so much, Mara. That's all the questions I had. I'm sure there are a lot of things which we did not explore today, but I hope that our viewers get to learn from whatever you said, you told about this field about software development today. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, and always happy to keep in touch with people in your community.
Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.